Happy Friday. Hello, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. This is an impromptu live, so this definitely was not planned. So, just going to give everyone a second or two to come on in, see that I'm live and come in. Oh, hey, my darlings. It's one cat, Dimples Wimples. Miss, I see you too. I love that. I love that. Happy Friday. I just wanted to come hang out with you all really quickly this Friday before my day gets extremely busy. Hey, girl. Before my day gets extremely busy because I am about to be what the old folks say, ripping and running. I'm about to be ripping and running today. Oh, you're at the lake sun gazing in medicine. Listen, I love that for you. I love that for you. Yeah. Mhm. Some of you all are new. Some of you all are coming out of the bushes. There was something that I kind of wanted to touch on really quickly, especially for those who may be new to my channel or new to certain topics about the esoteric side of things, the magical side of things. Hey, Cam Lewis. Um, some people are in shock that not only there are people who practice magic who are into the esoterics, but that some of their celebrities or their favorite celebrities or people in higher places in society practice. And for me, this is part of the realm that I work in. So of course I know. But there are I'm really starting to see that there are a lot of people who are shocked about this. Who are shocked about this. Hey, my darling. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk. I love that name. Yes, we manifesting over here. Yes, welcome everyone. Yeah, I find that really interesting that some of you, like I said, some of you are new here and some of you aren't. But to those who are new over here, I don't know if this fortunately or unfortunately, there are plenty of celebs who practice magic, plenty of politicians who practice magic, plenty of people who who do these things, in everyday life. You say, I'm not surprised at all, like at Ice Spice, where she come from. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to someone last night in Nyla's chat, and I'm just gonna assume that she's a lady. And she was really, really shocked at the thought process of um Beyonce being a spiritual worker. She was really, really shocked at that. And I felt kind of bad for her only because there are so many things going on in this world, and a lot of people are really, really oblivious because they don't know what they're looking at when they're looking at certain things, right? And that's really like a lot of the point and aim of what I do over here. Yes, the tarot readings, yes, we have fun and kiki, but it's really just letting you all know that the spiritual world is real and there are a lot of people practicing, which is why I always advocate for you all to learn some form of spirituality or and magic so that you can get things done in your life that you need to get done so that you can better take care of yourself, your children, and get ahead in ways that you need to get ahead, right? Because there are a lot of people out here practicing magic and whatnot, And you may think that the person in the office that, oh, they always get a promotion or they're always treated so nice or the boss always takes their side and not my side. They're probably doing magic. And this is why I advocate for you all to learn something. You don't have to learn from me, but make sure that you magic somewhere somehow and do it because this world is not a level playing field. Okay? It's not a level playing field. Yes, there was someone, hey Kevin, and she was shocked and she was just like, "Oh my God, do I keep supporting Beyonce or not?" And I had to tell her whether you keep supporting Beyonce or not, that's your decision to make. But baby, she's a whole spiritual worker. And Jay-Z is with the shits too. Jay-Z is with the shits too. You all remember my stream, okay? With Jay-Z wearing what he wore and his associations with some of these other people. Jay-Z is a lot of them in the industry are. A lot of people just period are magical workers, spiritual workers. Just because they're not wearing, something that says, "Hey, look at me. I'm a magical worker." When they go get coffee in the morning at Starbucks, doesn't mean that people aren't, okay? And I just want you all to make sure that you understand that and again learn. And then, because baby, they're out here making sure that their lives are going great, right? Mhm. They have There are so many celebs and whatnot who do it, and then, again, piggybacking off of Nyla's stream last night, you know, what a lot of people, especially celebrities and people in mainstream and politicians and everyone who does it, what a lot of them hang their hat on, what a lot of them understand is that so many people are oblivious to it. And it's so easy for them to say, no, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, or y'all believe anything on the internet. That's an easy one for gaslighting. Y'all believe anything on the internet. Baby, those of us who aren't stupid. We know what we're looking at, right? So, um, definitely, you know, yeah, people are just like, oh, they'll either go with, y'all believe anything on the internet, or, oh, they're just doing it for a movie, or, oh, it's just a role they had to play. Oh, it's just a costume. You know, that way that people benefit of the doubt. Let me show you all something that I found a couple weeks ago. I was gonna make a little stream about it, but let me show you all something that I found a couple of weeks ago. That I found really, really interesting. And it's just let me know. Like I said again, if you know what you're looking at, you know what you're looking at. If you know what you're looking at, then you know exactly what you're looking at. So let me show you all this. I just want to see the picture. Let me see if I can make this bigger because I'm going to show you all something. And I'm starting to do my deep dive on this right here. Okay, let me share this screen. Present, share screen. Because so do you all see this? Paris Hilton has just released a new album or whatnot. I'm trying to focus in on this picture right here. This picture right here. Let's go to the IG. Yeah, let's go here and look. Okay, share this tab instead. Can you all see this? Okay, this is Paris Hilton's. Let me move myself out of the way. This is Paris Hilton's. Oh, let's see. Can you all see it? Do you all see this picture? Let me know if you all see it. We're on Paris Hilton's IG. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Can you all see this? Okay, yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Do you all see this? Let me show you exactly what that is right there. Um, because when I saw this, I was like, okay, girl. I was like, okay, girl. I knew exactly what I was looking at. I knew exactly what I was looking at. When I saw that, okay, so let me show you what that is. Let me show you exactly what that is. Now let me share this screen right here. Let me come in so you all can see. Let me share this one. Now, do you all see that? Paris Hilton's picture is her being the high priestess from the tarot deck. What you're looking at right now is the high priestess tarot card from the Moonchild tarot deck. I mean, from the Star Child tarot deck, which I have. I have this tarot deck. The picture that you're looking at right here, again, is the high priestess tarot card from the Star Child tarot deck, which I have. Now let's go back. Let's look at Paris Hilton's picture for her album Infinite Icon. Standing in between the two pillars with the moon. Okay. The moon overhead. Baby, that's the same thing. That is the same thing. So when I saw this, I was just like, okay, Paris. Okay, Paris girl. Okay, girl. This is why I want you all to make sure that you understand the language, because esoterics isn't, it's not just about doing magic. It's also about the symbolism and the language. Okay. Spirituality and walking in this path, no matter which path of it you choose, because magic is not one big magic. But there are a lot of symbols and things that overlap and are that have permanence. Okay. Paris Hilton, um, Paris Hilton is pretty much the high priestess in this. Paris Hilton is the high priestess. So let's look at the card again. Okay. You can see the moon up here. You can see these two pillars, right? You see the platform down here, right? You see the platform down there. See the platform down there in between the two pillars, the moon. These are the most important elements of the high priestess card. It's the moon, it's the woman standing in between the gateway to the other side, the shadow world, the portal, and these two pillars right here. So, like I said, this is, this isn't just, and she said in another one of her posts, I thought that was very interesting. And she did a photo shoot back in 2021. Um, Paris Hilton did a photo shoot back in 2021 where she said, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." And she was kind of dressed as like a fairy or whatnot. So I'm just like, okay, girl, is this you sharing to the world that you openly practice magic or no? So like I said, this is Paris Hilton. So do not be surprised when you find out that such and such celebrity, such and such entertainer, such and such person is dabbling, is doing the magic, anything like that. Hey, April B, good afternoon. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised, okay? Because it's out there. Hey, Black Lady Love, how you doing? So yeah, this right here is nothing but the High Priestess Tarot card. The High Priestess Tarot card. So don't be shocked. Don't be surprised. Understand that this has been the working of the world for a long time. A lot of scientists from yesteryear were Freemasons, were Masons. Okay. I was just reading something last night that Mozart, the classical musician, Mozart was a Mason, and he incorporated a lot of Masonic energies and symbolisms into some of his classical pieces. Okay. Hey, lady. Happy Friday. Be safe. Mhm. Mozart, being a whole Mason. Mozart being a Mason and incorporating um symbolism. Okay. Okay, let's go to this tab. Let me share this tab instead. Okay. Was Mozart a Freemason? It is true Mozart was a Freemason for the last 7 years of his life. If so, it would explain the magic flute, which has Freemasonic references in it and which premiered in 1791. So, Mozart's Masonic music. hmm So he can put Masonic imagery and whatnot into things. So I want you all to understand that a lot of society, a lot of this world that we live in, there is magic everywhere and it's embedded into almost everything. We can look at this paragraph here. Musical symbolism directly related to Masonic rites and images has been found in Mozart's score. And if we go right here, thus the key of E serves as the perfect Masonic tonality, the three flats of its signature reflecting both the threefold initiation rite and the three pillars of the temple of humanity. So, you out here listening to your classical music. hmm You out here listening to your classical music, baby. It might be, if you listen to some Mozart, depending on what it is, you might be listening to some Masonic intoned classical music. Do not be shocked, people. I just tell you all to go out there and learn something so that you won't be the only one out here not understanding the rules of the game. Um it's in everything. Some of these symbols for these companies, um it's everywhere. hmm Listen, this is why, especially as it pertains to R. Kelly, this man was, what he was doing, because he called himself the Pied Piper, right? Understanding, using the music. If you know what the Pied Piper is, leading children away, like, come on, people. Come on, people. Come on, people. Okay. And one more time in case people missed it. You know, they try to get rid of it, but let's share this tab. Jay-Z wearing the Aleister Crowley slogan on the on the sweatshirt, "Do what thou wilt," is the whole of the law. Baby, that ain't nothing but a cult. That is definitely a cult right there. But people want to, just because he say he's not a Mason in his music, don't believe the hype. Do not believe the hype. This man, especially him and hanging out with Marina Abramovich or whatever her name is. Okay, this whole spirit cooking and all like that, baby. Don't believe the hype. No one is gonna just outwardly wear this without knowing what it means. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. Okay? You're not gonna do that. So, you know. No, I'm not doing any questions or readings right now. Whenever I'm doing readings live, it's usually on a particular subject. Every now and then I'll, do questions for the public, but most of the time when I'm doing client work, it's appointment client work. You say you stay within close proximity of a Masonic retirement community and lodge. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing I found interesting with Paris Hilton, right? Was going back to Paris Hilton because I went down um, a little rabbit hole with that. Let me show you all something else. And I'm trying to see if I can find the picture. Paris Hilton did a fashion show years ago. She was at a fashion show years ago, and where it was held was um it was held at I'm gonna have to try and go back and find it. Let me go back through my history and search. Let me go back through my history and search because, baby, I was looking. Mm, mm, mm. Paris Hilton was at this fashion show, and I found it really interesting because, and I'm going to show you all. Let me bring this over here and show you all. And it's funny because you really can't find the picture. So Paris Hilton did this fashion show years ago in London. You're welcome, girl. Paris Hilton did this fashion show in London years ago, like 2006, 2007, somewhere around that time. Now, if you look at this, and it's funny because you can't really find the pictures from this fashion show. At least the pictures of her are hard to find. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Yeah, a lot of people just get by on looks alone because J Lo can neither sing nor act. She can dance, but J Lo can neither sing nor act, and we know she was getting by on looks alone, honey. Do you see what you're looking at here? The way that this was pictured, as above, so below, clearly a very famous esoteric principle, as above, so below. It's esoteric. It's even in Christianity. Okay, so don't think that Christianity doesn't have its esoteric parts. It sure does, because when you say on earth as it is in heaven, on earth as it is in heaven is as above, so below. Okay, when you say on earth as it is in heaven, that's as above, so below. Look at this here. This is Paris Hilton, and it's funny because this fashion show was held. This fashion show was held at the Grand Temple Freemasons Hall in London, England. This fashion show, I think it was by Julian McDonald. Um, yeah, that fashion show was at the London Fashion Show, Grand Temple, London. Yeah, it was at the Freemasons Hall, the Grand Temple. You okay? And I don't know if you all remember this. Okay. No thanks. Okay. So this is where that fashion show was back then. It was like 2006, 2007, 2008, something like that. Paris Hilton was there. But like I said, notice this picture of her. As above, so below. Okay. As above, so below. On earth as it is in heaven. Uh-huh. Because when you manifest, people say it all the time, when the prayers go up, when your blessings come down. Okay, so all the Christians who are saying that when your prayers go up, the blessings come down, baby, you saying the same thing. On earth as it is in heaven. Bring it down from the heavens. Okay. So, let me show you all this because, like I said, it was at the Freemasons Hall fashion show, and I'm going to show you the Freemasons Hall. Okay, but notice they keep, you know. Okay, hold on one second, you all. Hold on one second. Okay, okay. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Babe needed something. Okay, yeah. So let me show you all Freemasons Hall. But yeah, you can see this. The focus on this as above, so below with Paris Hilton. The focus on this as above, so below with Paris Hilton. Let me show you this. And this is the Grand Freemasons Hall. This is the Grand Freemasons Hall. Okay. And you may recognize the Grand Freemasons Hall. You may recognize it. If anyone has ever seen the movie Assassin's Creed that came out in 2016, the movie Assassin's Creed in 2016, based off of the video game series, which is very esoteric in itself, was filmed here at this Grand Lodge. Okay. If you remember, like the outside scene, at the end of the movie, when they were congregating because they finally had the apple of Eden and they were about to, have power over humanity. Yeah, the Grand Freemasons Lodge in London. Okay. Grand Freemasons Lodge in London. So, like I said, understand that magic, the esoteric, the occult is all around you. And occult only means hidden. It means something that's hidden. Okay. It's hidden. But there is all the symbolism is always there. Okay. It's always there, and I really like I said, I just wanna make sure that you all understand what you're looking at when you're looking at certain things, and don't be afraid to ask those questions, why if something is about, pot roast, did they include a picture of, a magic wand or something with that's just a silly example, but make sure that you are questioning things that you're looking at when you go out here into society because some things just really don't make sense, okay? Hello, Lilith, my darling. How are you, babe? How are you, babe? So, like I said, make sure that you understand that it's out here and around you. Okay. I don't want you all to have the surprise Pikachu face finding out that your favorite musician or celebrity or, something like that, um, is about that life. Okay. Because baby, a great many of them are about that life. Okay. Minx the Cutie has become a new member of the coterie. Welcome to the Moonstone's life over here. Okay, welcome to the Moonstone's life. Those of you who are members, make sure you go back to, especially if you're a new member, make sure you go back to the members only video about how people use magic to get out of going to jail and stuff like that. It's a live stream where I showed you all that. So make sure y'all go back and look at that one, okay? Because I was showing you all from one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, the discussion, where people are using magic to get out of jail from someone was I think I think it was like an attempted murder charge and they got the charge like dismissed or lowered where they didn't have to go to jail. Um they were talking about different politicians. One magician in there said, he's been hired to work for politicians and whatnot. So, like I said, those of you who are channel members, go back to that stream. Go back to that stream. It will have some esoteric symbolism as the thumbnail. You'll know it when you see it. Go back and watch that stream. That one is members only, baby. Mhm. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I appreciate you renewing. Yes, channel members and Patreon patrons, when I open up my store, y'all get a discount. Y'all gonna get, your first discount when I open up my apothecary. So there will be a discount code for y'all who have been rocking with me as Patreon patrons and channel members. So there will be a discount code for you all. Y'all bless me, so I'm gonna bless you. You said when you started your journey, everything started sticking out. Listen, listen. The same thing, esoterically with Diddy. Everybody, and let me not say everybody. There are people, in the industry who use magic or whatever, but they're not going through the same derelict and degenerate actions as Diddy. Diddy been out here wilding for too long. And Diddy, they're probably gonna make an example out of Diddy. Diddy been out here wilding for too long, and it's affecting too many different things, and it's affecting the money, right? So, Diddy got a price to pay. Now we're gonna see how this price is going to be executed, but he got a price to pay. The discussion of Illuminati is just a brush off of esoteric living. I mean, listen, the discussion around Illuminati is, they're a group, but let me just say that all of these legends, all of these groups, there's truth to it. There is absolute truth to it. Okay? Absolute truth to it. You said first in line. I don't care who got here first. I'm a date you. Yes, baby. We got something for you too, boo. 504. But yeah. So, like I said, this is the Grand Mason Temple Hall in London. Okay, Grand Mason Temple Hall in London, where they had this where they had this fashion show week with Paris Hilton, you know, with Paris Hilton there with this as above, so below picturing of her. As above, so below. The Freemasons Hall fashion show at the Freemasons Hall. So you all, think of it what you will. Think of it what you will. But baby, that's and like I said, this picture right here is so hard to find. I've been looking for it on internet. It's hard to find. Like original pictures from it. It's really like I've been searching for this magazine cover. It's very hard to find. So I just found it real interesting. I just found that real interesting. Real interesting. So again, don't be surprised. You know, don't be surprised and remember that Hollywood, it has its Hollywood and entertainment industry. It needs to renew the fresh flesh that comes in that feeds the machine. Okay. And we all know flesh is important, right? Because even in Christianity, there's a ritual, with the flesh. So just understand that flesh and life force, aka blood, all that stuff is important in esotericism. All of it is important. Okay. All of it is important. So you know, so like I said, don't be out here fooled. Hmm. Don't be out here fooled. Let me show you all this one right here. Because Nyla touched on it last night. Let me share this with you all too. Okay. Okay. You all see the title. Hmm. We all know Disney is full of, Walt Disney was a member of a Masonic offshoot youth organization. Uh-huh. And many of the founding fathers of the entertainment business. Okay. Remember, I was talking to you all yesterday saying, California is a nexus. California, the state has people like to say, oh, it's Charleston, South Carolina. Oh, it's Savannah, Georgia. Oh, it's New Orleans. California is the spiritual nexus hotspot this entire state because it's filled with it. Okay. When the California membership peaked at 245,000 in the mid 1960s, LA's nexus for the group, the Scottish Rite Masonic Temple, had just been erected on Wilshire Boulevard in Tony Hancock Park. Okay. Okay. Can you see it now? Okay. So yeah, let's go in. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. So you all can see. As it happens, Walt Disney himself was a member of a Masonic offshoot youth organization. And many of the founding fathers of the entertainment business, including Louis B. Mayer, Tom Mix, and Cecil B. DeMille, were Masons. When California membership peaked at 245,000 in the mid 1960s, LA's nexus for the group, the Scottish Rite Masonic Temple, had just been erected on Wilshire Boulevard in Tony Hancock Park. Keep thinking that it's not part of this industry if you want to. Magic and the occult and the Freemasonry and all, the industry was founded on it. Hey, liberated soul, rebel, how you doing? So make sure that you all understand this. Make sure that you all understand it is embedded in the entertainment industry, honey. Okay. So make sure you all understand it. And this is a picture of of it. Okay. The most industry heavy chapter, however, was known as the Mount Olive Branch. Brothers met in a building at the edge of the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Okay, so they met at the edge of the cemetery. Okay, just beyond the Paramount Pictures lot. Okay, now look at this right here. During the post war period, there were 500 members there, post war, post World War II and all like that. And 95% worked in the business. It was the Motion Picture Lodge, and joining was a known way of getting into the industry. Do you all see this? Do you all see this? Joining the Masons, Freemasonry was a known way to get into the business. So all of this, oh, they're just making art. Oh, it's just an expression of art. Baby, baby, understand what understand. Understand, okay? Understand. Okay? And this was said by Stephen Wurtzel, a Mason on the board of the Conejo Valley Lodge, whose Mount Olive member great grand uncle Sol M. Wurtzel oversaw production at Fox in the 1930s. So Stephen Wurtzel, his great grand uncle Sol M. Wurtzel oversaw production at Fox in the 1930s. This isn't new. This is not new. So now we have literature here going back to the 30s. Okay. This is where they try to do the okey doke. This is where they try to do the okey doke. Today's Hollywood has no analog for the Masons and is built on social networking. Baby, what you think the Masons doing? That's an organization where you networking. Just because they say, nah, we ain't doing it no more, don't believe that. Don't believe that. Okay. 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 So make sure that you all understand Hollywood. Okay. And a lot of the things that we've seen in Hollywood and, the degeneracy, understand it's coming from people who are using magic for, ill-gotten means and doing harm to people. Understand this. Okay. Understand this. Understand this. What the entertainment industry is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So understand this. It's embedded and baked in now. This is embedded and baked in. We talking about back to the 1930s. Like I said, that this the spiritual nexus that is California, the different ley lines and different things that have been happening, that was going back to like the whole like getting into like seances and stuff like that. That was harkening back to like the 19 teens and the 1920s in California. San Francisco is a huge spiritual nexus. People don't think about it. San Francisco got some, I think Aleister Crowley's house was in San Francisco, if I'm remembering correctly. Um, yeah. So yeah, let me just show you this real quick so y'all can see. The William Westerfield House, San Francisco, California. Aleister Crowley's magical retirement, the New England cabin where famous British occultists conducted experiments in magic. Baby, that's San Francisco. Don't forget that the show Charmed, the original show Charmed, was based in San Francisco. Okay. The original Charmed from the 90s was based in San Francisco. Okay. So all the, understand. Okay. So that's when, I just want you all to make sure that you understand that it's all around you. Understand. Um, understand that it's all around you. A lot of people, keep their names and what they do quiet, right? As it pertains to magic and the occult and stuff like that, which is, I think it's a good thing to do because y'all are never going to know my name. But, but, understand that it's a thing and it's all around you and it's especially baked into the industry. Okay. I want to go back to, let me just show you all, and I want you all to hear it so you all understand where the degeneracy, where you have to use your body for it. I want you all to hear it from a person who was there. I'm going to play part of his video so you all can hear it. Again, um, I'm playing it again so you all can hear it. Okay. I did. Let me go back to, because I do like his work. He is a filmmaker, but he's not like backed by any studios. He makes his own. Um, he makes his own. He makes um his own stuff. I hope he didn't take the video down because he might have taken the video down. I hope he did not. Hold on one second. I'm trying to find it. I hope he didn't take the video down because it was good stuff. Well, anyway, I reviewed his video last year. It's been almost. Let me go back through his stuff. Let me go back through. I'm going to find it. Let me go find it. Because, baby, anyway, I just may have to pull up my own video. I may have to pull up my own video because I want you to hear it from him. Let me see if it's this one right here. His name is Chad Kalick. And again, I do enjoy his work. The different documentaries and whatnot that he has made. It may be too woo for some people. Hold on one second. Let me see if it's this one. Okay, it may be this one. So let me share this. And this is just for you all to see. Um okay. It may be this one. It may be this one. Okay. So this is Chad Kalick. Let me make sure that you all can see first. because I'm working it. Okay. This is Chad Kalik. This is his channel. Like I said, he makes his own movies and stuff in Hollywood. Okay. So this is from 2022. I think this is the correct one, but this is the one where he says that he asked the guy, about stuff that happens in Hollywood, and the guy kind of confirmed, and then the guy told him where, if you wanted to make it big in Hollywood, you have to let someone have sex with you. So I hope this is the right one. So we're gonna move through this real quick. I just want to
ever
see if this is the
made.
right one.
I was literally met at the airport, and I was taken straight to the Riot House, which is the
Okay.
yeah, the main label that brought us up was Little Kim. I mean,
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to
naughty
go
stuff
through it.
that in the Hollywood Hills, man. You got to stay away from the Hollywood Hills. You got to stay away from the Hollywood Hills. It's the worst up there. Like you can't believe what goes on up there. That's where the Illuminati is. That's where all the occult secrets are. That's where the Hollywood vampires are.
Okay, yeah, this is the one. So we're going to listen to this. Um, yes. Once you notice, you can't unnotice anymore. Okay. Once you notice, you can't unnotice anymore. So yeah, so let me kind of play this and kind of go through this, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So make sure you all are listening. Let me try to turn this up some so you all can hear. Like I said, I just want you all to hear it for yourselves.
And I did. I stayed away from the hills. It was not really my scene. I'm not a big drug guy, and I knew that about the Hollywood Hills. Enough people talked about how if you want drugs, go to the hills. And I befriended a gentleman named George. And if you guys followed my history, you know that my friend George passed away from cancer about 3 years ago. And it was a heartbreaker for me because George was the one guy that I met out here that wasn't involved with the entertainment industry at all. He was just a really good dude, lived his whole life in Venice Beach. Really, really cool guy. Uh, Unfortunately, George also battled with heroin addiction. And it was something he often tried to hide from me. And towards the end of his life, he was finally a little more open about it. And I'm glad he was because it
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward to kind of get to it because Chad can be a little long-winded at times.
allowed us to kind of reach a new level of friendship. Groups that throw to what this was, and then you start seeing all this stuff online of all these crazy symbols of Jay-Z doing the hand diamond, the Illuminati sign, and all these different artists that have crazy Illuminati imagery in their music videos. And this is a real thing. I mean, this is everywhere. The Eye of Horus.
Okay, you hear him say it. All of the imagery, the Illuminati imagery, and all these films and music and stuff. It's literally everywhere. All CNI and everything like that. So make sure you're listening to what he's saying. Okay.
All this stuff. I had to know. I wanted to know really, really bad. And there were a couple times in my life when I was around very famous people and I tried to bring up the conversation. And for some reason, everybody that I know that was super famous, I was never able to actually broach that conversation. There would always be some reason why either they wouldn't want to talk about it or they couldn't talk about it or the conversation would quickly come to an end. And then about a year and a half ago, I started working with a new agent named Rich Super. And
Okay, so he was asking a question he needed to know, he wanted to know, and everybody was, they were running away from it, running away from the question. Okay.
Rich had a long history of working with a lot of comedians. I mean, everybody from in his very early days, from Richard Pryor to Dave Chappelle to, oddly enough, Artie Lang, who's been struggling with drugs really bad as of late. But essentially, it was late one night and we were hanging out. We were discussing the different people he had worked with. And it was everybody from Brian Callen to Chelsea Handler was another one. And I was talking to him about, the power structure and how, some, acts seem to just emerge and fire up the ladder like a cannonball. Just boom, they're just huge. Amy Schumer's one of them. I mean, she comes on the scene and a year later, she's selling out arenas and no one can really kind of pinpoint why. It's happened, a few times with different musical acts as well. They just come out and they explode.
Okay, so you hear that. He's saying, like, why is it that some people come out into the industry and they just explode? It takes off. But then some people come into the industry and they're out there failing. So he's asking the question because he wants an answer.
And that's not how Hollywood works, guys. I can tell you that even if you have everything lined up and even if everything looks to be perfect in your corner, it's just very rare that things just explode. I mean, it's so rare. It's like, it's not even one in a billion. It's like one in a trillion that things like that happen. It's just so hard to get anywhere because the industry is built to keep you out. Anybody that has a piece of their pie is not, willfully giving it up. So when things happen and, an artist just comes out of like a comet through the sky and explodes, it's really weird. And we were talking about that. And I said to him, I said, Richard, I need to ask you like a real question. And I'm like, just please answer me because I've met, many different people over the years and I'm friends with some people that are famous and I can't seem to breach this conversation with anyone. Every time I bring it up, it just seems like people don't want to talk about it. And he's like, yeah, what are you talking about? And I said, is this, whole Illuminati thing real? Where there's a small group of people that kind of control everything and they decide who makes it. They're involved in politics and they decide, who becomes president. And in order to rise to a certain level, you have to, essentially give up your soul and become a slave for a time period and do whatever somebody else wants you to do. And it involves all this Satanism and, all this sexual stuff. I'm like, I just want to know, is this real? He takes a drink of his drink and he looks at me and he was like, why do you want to know that? And I'm like, well, are you kidding me? I mean, I'm in the business. I want to know, I mean, because I can tell you right now, if I ever get to a place where someone says, hey, if you want this job, you got to let me fuck you. That's not happening, or I got to, do something I don't want to do or hurt somebody or something. I just, it was weird because he took another drink. He took a really long pause and he looked at me and he said, you really want to know? And I said, yes, I really want to know. He paused again. And then he says, it's absolutely real. I'm like, what? I did not expect that answer. He was like, it's real.
Okay, so you all heard that, right? You all heard what the man said. He said he asked, he's out, he's at this party, he's with this guy who's big in the industry. He asked the guy, is all this quote unquote Illuminati, satanic, sexual, weirdo, all that stuff? He asked him, is this real? Because he's like, I don't want it that bad to where, I got to do something weird. I got to let somebody do something to me. I got to hurt, harm other people. Okay. And this ties in with quote unquote the Diddy allegations of, bringing people in and you got to harm people and the sexual perversion and things like that. This ties into that. You just heard the man said it was real. The guy told him it was real. that is part of this industry. And then I just showed you all that a lot of Hollywood, a lot of the entertainment industry is built on Masonic, not your grandfather's masonry, where he just going to little community meetings and whatever like that. But you all just saw it. You all just saw it. What I just showed you all, even Mozart. This is going back. This is going back. But you all just heard this man say. You all heard this man say, yes, all of that is real. I'm rewinding back so you all can hear one more time, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I want people to understand whether it's their beloved Beyonce or we know alleged Diddy, Jay-Z, all these people, Rihanna, even down to the children. The entertainment industry is a mess, and the occult and magical world is all around it. So let me just rewind it one more time so you all can hear, and then I'm gonna get out of here.
That's not happening, or I gotta, do something I don't want to do. And, all the sexual stuff. I'm like, I this, whole Illuminati thing real, where there's a small group of people that kind of control everything and they decide who makes it. They're involved in politics and they decide, who becomes president. And in order to rise to a certain level, you have to, essentially give up your soul and become a slave for a time period and do whatever somebody else wants you to do. And it involves all this Satanism and, all the sexual stuff. I'm like, I just want to know, is this real? He takes a drink of his drink and he looks at me and he was like, why do you want to know that? And I'm like, well, are you kidding me? I mean, I'm in the business. I want to know, I mean, because I can tell you right now, if I ever get to a place where someone says, hey, if you want this job, you got to let me fuck you. Uh, that's not happening, or I got to, do something I don't want to do or hurt somebody or something. I just, it was weird because he took another drink. He took a really long pause and he looked at me and he said, you really want to know? And I said, yes, I really want to know. He paused again. And then he says, it's absolutely real. I'm like, what? I did not expect that answer. He was like, it's real. What do you mean it's real? And he goes, you asked. And I go, come on, man. And he goes, look at Jay-Z. He goes, Jay-Z is one of the most powerful people the entertainment industry has ever known. He's the head of Live Nation. He's the head of his own, major.
Oh, he called out Jay-Z. He called out Jay-Z. Okay. I want you all to remember this. Okay. I want you all to remember this. Make sure you all remember this. He called out Jay-Z. Make sure you all, make sure you all remember that sweatshirt. I just showed y'all. Make sure you all remember this. Okay? Make sure you all remember this. Make sure you all remember this, honey. Do what thou wilt. Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley was an occultist. I think he founded Thelema, which is, it's magic. You work with various, you can work with spirits and things like that. So, he just mentioned Jay-Z. You see Jay-Z in his shirt. Why would you wear this? Why would you wear this? Go back to my Jay-Z video because I did a video on this and Jay-Z wearing that shirt. Go back to that. I did that. But you just heard the man call out Jay-Z. So I want you all to see Jay-Z in the shirt. And then let's go back to the man. Let's go back to what the man was saying. Okay, let's go back. This ain't me saying it. This is this man right here. So let's go back so we can finish hearing what he's saying. And then, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here.
People, he came from like nothing. I go, yeah, well, I know there's a lot of success stories. He goes, no, like Chad. He's like, he came from the projects to absolutely running this industry. He goes, you are one of the best at what you do. And he's being an agent when he's saying this stuff to me. I'm not sitting here bigging myself up. But he said, you're one of the few people that have found a way to put together a team and carve your own lane, and build not only a career for yourself, but something that there's always opportunity for it to grow. And he goes, but how hard is that growth? You tell me. And I'm like, oh no, it's extremely hard. Yeah, you got to always stay on it 24/7, never stop. You have to put yourself in a position to be, quote, lucky, which I hate that term. You got to always put yourself in a position to win. You just yeah, it's very, very hard because even if things are lined up, that doesn't mean you'll make it. He goes, right. And he goes, but yet Jay-Z is running this industry. And he goes, you don't think there were people that selected him for that? And I'm like, well, who are these people? And he's like, most of them you don't know and you won't. Some of them you do. And today that freaks me out because during the Me Too movement, there were a couple of big names that I had heard rumors of stuff before it ever happened. The Weinstein stuff, Harvey Weinstein, I can tell you that stuff, those rumors were flying around LA for a long, long, long time. I mean, I was hearing those rumors. The Bill Cosby stuff, those rumors were flying around the industry for a long time. And these are like titans of the industry, especially Weinstein. So for Weinstein to go down, there has to be a serious shakeup. And
Okay, so y'all heard that. Oh, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. So, like I said, listen, there are Freemasons and then there are the Masonic Illuminati. Two different things. Your grandfather, your brother, going to the whatever, that's one thing. Okay, but this is something completely different. So, like I said, just make sure you all understand that it's all around you, and please, please, please do not be surprised. Do not be surprised when you find out that it's your person, your favorite person. Hey, babe. Yeah, don't be surprised when you find out it's your favorite person. The man just told you. The man just told you. Okay, so a lot of what we're seeing right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That. Yep. It sure is a ceremony. That's a ceremony and a ritual. Yep. So, like I said, y'all just heard the man. Y'all just heard the man. Yeah, all this is a real thing, but like I said, do not be surprised because it's literally baked into everywhere. I just showed you all, going back to 1920s in LA. I just showed you all where it said the industry was built by these people. Even Mozart, classical artist Mozart, was a Mason and included parts about Masonry into the bodies of his work. This isn't something that just happened 10 years ago. This isn't something that happened 100 years ago. A lot of this, structure and control, and you have to do the things. And baby, this has been for centuries. This has been for centuries. And all I'm trying to do is, educate you all so you all can understand so you all can understand. Mhm. Yep. So, like I said, this it's not just about Jay-Z. This isn't just about or only about Beyonce. It's not about the Paris Hilton, what I showed you. Understand that a lot of society, the modern everyday world, is built on magic, is built on esotericism. You just have to know what you're looking at. And especially the entertainment industry and getting it big, growing big. These people who just pop out of nowhere, who have no talent or whatnot. I think Maya said it herself. Maya, she's talented, but Maya isn't quote unquote as large as even Ice Spice. Like Ice Spice has more, you know what I'm saying? So just understand these things that you're looking at. Understand the imagery when you see it. Nyla was showing some of you all last night. I think that video is going to be on her Patreon or on her Rumble channel. Nyla was showing some of you all that it's here, it's there, and absolutely this whole Diddy mess is part of it, and I think it's part of this industry trying to clean stuff up. Okay, but understand it's everywhere, so don't think that it's not embedded into society. It's embedded into society. It's embedded into the fabric of society, especially in the entertainment industry. Wall Street is absolutely filled with magic. That bull of Wall Street, that bull of Wall Street, uh-huh. Go Google bull animal plus money spirit and see what you find out. She did get blackballed. She did. So like I said, mm, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's so like I said, I just want you all to make sure that you out there reading. Make sure you're out there reading and finding whatever information you can find so you can understand what you're looking at. I know exactly what I'm looking at. People would touch the bull before they went to work. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Um, yeah. So make sure that you understand what you're looking at out here. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you all go. Again, for those who may be new to this channel or those whose eyes may just be opening, it's it's an interesting thing when you find out that the world and society is full of magic, full of practitioners, and it's embedded into everyday society on so many different levels. Um, I know it may be hard for some, but the quicker that you learn this and understand this, I think for the better, because knowledge is power. You'll know what you're looking at, right? And you won't be blindsided when you see certain things or hear certain things, okay? Yes, absolutely. The information, and see, it's so funny because we live in the information age, but a lot of people just won't read or go look or research things. The information is there. People just want to keep their heads in the sand about it. So, like I said, the more you know, you'll know exactly what you're looking at. Like I said, that whole Paris Hilton that I just showed, photograph of her being the high priestess of the tarot card. Yeah, I knew it. The first time I saw it, I knew exactly what I was looking at. Okay. So, just make sure, don't be surprised. Like I said, my advice to you is to learn some type of magic so you can navigate your physical life here on earth as easy as possible. Okay? So you can get the things that you need, the job, the money, good housing, quality food, safety, things like that. So you can do it on your own without having to, do what they do out there. So I personally think that he was doing too much and it was bringing too much attention. He went to a point of excess. It was bringing too much attention. There are too many people out here with lawsuits and filing lawsuits and the claims and all like that. It was bringing too much attention, which would stop the money because he had businesses and partnerships with a lot of different people. Okay, especially when he started doing like the Ciroc, alcohol, and stuff like that. It was bringing too much attention, not only to what they do, but he was going wild with it. It's okay to use magic and stuff like that to better your life. Doing what he was doing, that's a no-no. Okay, you're supposed to keep things on the reps. You're supposed to be quiet. I think he has to be the sacrifice to let other people know don't go off the rails like him, or this is what's gonna happen to you. That's my personal take on it. Okay. Yeah, go and find you a rabbit hole today. Okay. Okay. So like I said, that's it. That's all. Let me go get on out of here. I just wanted to come and talk to you all about that, especially people who may be new to my channel. Um and new to the realization that magic, the occult, esotericism is everywhere. It's built into everything. Okay. Don't be surprised. Like I said, to the lady I was speaking to last night over on Nyla's, if you ever come to this channel, if you ever come across this video, I'm sorry to burst your bubble worldview like that, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth, right? So thank you so much for being here. I love you all too. I really, really love you all too. So many readings we have to do. Yesterday, the people voted for another Nesto reading, so we're gonna have to get into the Nesto reading. Hopefully, I can bring it to you all tomorrow or this weekend. Because today I'm gonna be busy today. I'm actually about to get ready to go. Run errands with my love. So, but yeah, I just want to show you all that and just make sure you all know again and go back through my videos, the Kim Kardashian energy harvesting video for channel members. Go back to the video about people using magic to get out of jail, to get their charges dropped. Go back to the other video, the video I did on Jay-Z and the occult sweatshirt. Go back to those videos and review, honey. Go back to those videos and review. Yes. Yes. All right, my darlings. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side. Happy Friday and have a great weekend, everyone.